Your lead wrist at the top of your backswing, should it be flat, bowed, or cupped? We're going to use this HackMotion device to help figure it out. All right, so top of backswing, what should that, I'm right-handed, what should that left wrist look like? This, which would be cupped, but you could also say extended. This that you could say will be flexed or would be bowed, right? Or right in the middle, a flat left wrist, which would be neither extended nor flexed. Oh. So do you want to be like this or do you want to be like that? All right. Or how much? Well, it really depends on your grip. So at HackMotion, the company that makes this device, what they've done is they've done a ton of research, and what they've determined is it depends. And I think we already knew it depended anyway. What it depends on is your grip at setup. And what they found is, based on your grip at setup, so we're going to take a look at setup, what my grip looks like. So right now, the way I'm holding the club, I've got 40 degrees of extension at the moment. 39 to 40, it moves around a little bit. So that means I've got 40 degrees of this cup going on, right about in here. All right? Well, what HackMotion has realized is, based on research, at the top of my swing, okay, if I started off with about 40, I would have maybe 5 degrees extra extension, extra cupping. So I might be like, if I keep doing that, I might be 45 degrees. That would be okay. Or 10 degrees more flexion. So that would mean getting it down to like 30. So I should be in a range between 30 degrees and 45 degrees of extension at the top. If my grip is different, if I have usually a weaker grip, where I'm rotated with seeing less knuckles on my lead hand, if I have a weaker grip, right, then you're going to see less extension at setup, and then we would want less extension at the top. Hopefully that makes some sense. Okay? And here's the idea. I'm going to hit a shot. I'm going to try to just swing away and hit a golf shot. Not perfect, let's just hit one. So you can see when I'm starting off here, I'm at 37 degrees right there when I glanced at it. Right? Let's hit a little one. So that ball might be on the green if I hit it hard enough. A little short, okay? So we can look and see, look at the top of my backswing, I had way too much extension. I was really, really cupped at the top. You'll notice at the bottom, though, I did manage to match it up. So at the bottom, I got where my wrist was kind of supposed to be. The problem with this is, and this is something you see with more like lower handicapper guys that aren't pro golfers or anything, we figure out, even if we're in the wrong place at the back, how to square the club face up at the bottom. But it's not going to be as efficient as if we were in the proper place up here at the back. Okay? So like when I got down to the bottom, my club face angle, I don't know if you can see it from here, I'm not running screen record on the simulator, but my face at the bottom was less than 1 degree off of perfectly square. It was 0.9 degrees closed. So I went from a position that was really open at the top to squaring it, but it's not going to be as efficient. It's not going to be as easy for me to square it if I'm closer to square at the top, and this thing helps us figure that out. All right, so what do we do about that? How can we work on this? Well, this has a cool little feature. It's got an audio feedback feature, so I'm going to go ahead and get into that. All right, so now let's hit one more. So that one, I got to admit, I kind of extended a little bit on purpose. All right, so now you can see again, I had the same exact situation. I was way too extended at the top. At the bottom, I did pretty well. Okay, but here's what I'm going to try to do. It's going to look at where we're starting, and then when I get to the top, I want to hear that audio feedback. Oh, okay. So I can feel what that is. Nope. That's where I want to be. So instead of just trying to hit shots feeling more cup at the top, or I'm sorry, more of a flat wrist at the top, more flexion at the top, the audio feedback helps me learn it. So right now, it's just basically singing because I'm within that 15-degree range I talked about before. That's where I want to be. Now I can look, oh, that's too much flexion. Ah, there it is. So I tried to like replicate that feel, and look now. Top of backswing, I nailed it. But now look at the bottom. I went ahead and I got too much this way. That's okay. But I want to work on right now doing a better job of getting my lead wrist where it's supposed to be at the top of my backswing. And this is helping me do it. And it's much easier to, and by the way, my first swing that I made here, I did not purposely get into that super duper extension. I did not do that on purpose. So within a few minutes, I got a feel for right about there, right where I want to be, okay? I would work on this for probably 3 or 4 practice sessions just on getting where I want to be at the top. And then, if I haven't figured out where I'm supposed to be at the bottom, I would then work on that. It has a feature to help with that. And maybe we'll make another video about how to work on the correct wrist angles at impact, all right? So where your lead wrist should be at the top, it depends on your grip, okay? If your lead wrist is in a good position at the top, it's easier for you to have a good position at the bottom and to help you be more efficient overall and play better golf. All right, hope that makes sense. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.